Welcome, family. We're here again. Alcinius with Southern Girl. I'm the Doc. We're about to have an amazing day and to bring to an end this amazing month. Of course, you know this was Black History Month, and today is February 28th, coming to an end. But you know, it's Black History every day, is what they say, and that's what I believe. We are going to be celebrating today with some amazing Southern staples, Black folk food, soul food, and so we're waiting for our illustrious Southern girl to show up, and
Southern girl fashion.
In Southern girl fashion, you know, she has the upstage. So we're going to, but until then, I thought we may just share a few things. Tangia and Jim, probably Jimmy, are really ready to talk about the concept of soul food, and I know that many of us are sort of wondering. I don't know if we ever even thought where did it come from. It's just a part of us, right? The term soul food, as I recall, seemed to stem from the time in the 60s when Black people were experiencing a sense of pride, and it was soon after the Civil Rights Movement, and so this food that they had been eating for forever actually was given a name. You know, soul music was first coined then, and so it's like just think this whole time of everybody looking to think about being Black and how trying to find a word to actually describe their experience. And so this new music that Blacks were doing with hopes to separate itself from the concept of what was the mainstream music at the time, they coined a phrase, and it was soul, and that's what it was called. And then so, as I understand, after that, then this whole concept, it was picked up, the term was picked up to describe the foods that were traditionally birthed in the South, and then sort of migrated with Southerners who are now living higher on the hog in the northern states during the Great Migration. So
your hometown.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Rhode Island. Okay, so that's you guys have ideas about soul food?
I always thought I've heard different things. I'll be honest, I'm not a historian, so I don't know, to go pick up on what I've heard, and that it was picked up from, you know, a lot of the dishes was picked up from the slaves receiving leftovers from the masters, and they created dishes based on that. And so I can imagine we weren't talking about soul then, because I know when the soul came around back in the early 60s, and with the Black Panthers, Black Power, that movement, all that, I imagine it all, what's the word? Not congregate, but we form something and make something.
Yeah, just sort of mixed.
Yeah.
Food, music, culture, everything that we were doing. Yeah, that's what's up.
So,
Jimmy, have you ever eaten a pigtail?
Not on purpose. you know, you
What
go
about
down to
pig feet?
I think so. You know, you go down to Mississippi, and you know all parts of the pig make it down to.
Okay, I'm gonna need you not to think Mississippi is so different than Tennessee. I'm gonna let that go. Just let that go.
So I probably have. You know, I'd rather not know if I have, but I'm sure it doesn't taste too bad. You know.
Chitlins?
Yeah. You know.
What about chitlins?
Chitlins? No, I know I haven't had any of those.
Okay.
But yeah, like Tandra was saying, I think you grow up hearing a lot about how a lot of soul food came from like leftovers, you know, cooking cornbread on rocks and you know the leftover parts of pigs and stuff. So
pig ears.
I like pig ears. I didn't like it. No.
I haven't had pig ears.
Yeah. Well, you have to think. Many of our ancestors, that's what they had to eat, and that was their source of protein. Actually, it was a much higher vegetable diet. And so everybody's talking about plant-based diets. it's been a thing before it became a thing. And part of it being a thing is that that's what you had to eat. Mm-hmm. So today, some of the things we're going to, well, you know, I just thought that I could do a little, I feel a little Huey P today. So I have on my black leather and my turtleneck and feeling myself. I'm loving it. I'm going to take this off in a minute because this house is hot. Okay.
You're sweating your hands off.
I am. Am I sweating? Oh God, this is good.
You can't see it.
Okay, so let's let this go. I was trying to wait for her, but we're gonna. So this is what we're gonna do, so we can tolerate what's happening today. One of the things about soul food that becomes a difficult thing, if you're doing any reading and any seeing, you might see that people get pretty bothered about some things that they want it to be. There are some purists who think that soul food is just what it is. That's not, and they will fight you and say that that's not soul food. When the reality is that people were given things to supplement their diets at one point, and those things became common for them, but they used the resources that they had. So now we are at a point where we have a little bit more access to a lot more kinds of foods that we can also use as a part of our diets. And as a part of doing that, because it's being made with that same kind of love and attention and that same kind of flair and individuality and culture, it's our foods. And so to me, it still could be soul food. I have a very good friend who would probably come on camera and say quite emphatically, that's not soul food. But so today, this is what we're gonna do to start. Since we're still waiting so that we can tolerate today, because it's gonna be a great day. I'm going to do a cocktail. So I was trying to figure out what things we could use to do a cocktail. Okay, here comes. Oh, do we need to turn the music back on? Okay.
This is weird. I can't make no sense. The Mike shirt, my G Daddy did. Read it to you.
They whispered to her, "You can't withstand the storm." She whispered back, "I am the storm."
Okay. Okay, I like that. She got on her elephant ears, trying to go back to the 60s. Okay.
And saying that the word about the soul food. You know about how they started the soul food? So what the master did was give us, give the slaves what they didn't want, like the intestines and all of that. So they gave them that. And they took something out of nothing and made it into something fantastic. Are we drinking today? You gonna turn me into after?
No, we don't want to.
Jim, who out there, baby? What you doing first?
Is it Miss Nikki Chester? She says,
Hey,
"Hey,
man.
watching the Doc live show, Loaf." Hey.
Welcome.
Cousin, you about to get hurt.
She loves the afro.
Oh, well, thank you for watching the Dark Live show. Go ahead, baby. This is your show. Go ahead, baby. Pam Gribble, Pam Gribble. Hey.
Yeah, you Pam Grill.
Hey, baby. Again, try it in.
Yeah, you Pam Grill.
And like he said, as you know, today, the show title today is Ending Black History Month, but never Black History and Our Roots. And like Doc says, now, he doing his style of greens. How would you bring me some okra? I'm doing my style. Because family, I'm just going to be honest with you. Didn't know Negroes, African Americans, black people have no fried greens when we was growing up. Who had fried greens? Providence, Rhode Island.
In West Africa, when they prepare greens, collard greens, they fry them. So I'm not sure exactly what.
Well, in Meridian, Mississippi, we had them in the pot, just like he did in Jackson, Mississippi. Jim, anybody out there? Hey, family.
But no, this is a part of the reason why I do these stir fried or greens like this is really not because of nutrition, but really because when I want them for myself, it takes too long for me to boil them and wait, and it's different. And so then I found that it worked. I can get the same thing with them doing it. Since you're talking about greens, I was gonna do the drink, but let me just do this. So guys, this is what I did. I'm starting with the turkey tail.
Yeah.
All right. This is a smoked turkey tail. If you're not seeing it, I love these things. They have just the right amount of fat.
Awesome.
They aren't they nice?
Mm-hmm.
And when you fry them, it becomes like a bacon. So if you want to say healthy, you can say healthy, but you don't get the fat of the pork. You don't get some of the things that pork has in it, but this, still gives you this fried bacon texture. I'm gonna take the piece out so you guys can get that. So I started with those. You basically,
I've never had those fried.
it's hot, but you guys take, when you get a piece, once it cools down, just take your little piece of it. But you start, so I basically cut them in smaller slices, just as if I were cutting anything else. They cut real nicely. And right in the center is going to be a bone. So you see, you cut those real nicely like that. And right in the center there's a bone, which is a part of that back. And so that's how I do, so I'm gonna use that for the seasoning here. This is a collard green. I know now some places you probably walk past these. In the South it's a staple, and in soul food it's a staple. But some places, I read recently that Whole Foods put up.
Don't be giving them no.
Well, anyway, the store put up something about if you haven't had these, you should try them. And they had the greens with the peanuts in it and some cranberries. And the black Twitter went crazy about it. And they were talking about the,
Well,
but anyway.
Wait a minute. Hey, Willette. Hey, George. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Willette. Hey, George. Hey, Matt. Okay. So the collard green is pretty, it can be a little thick. The ones that, the older they get pretty large and are take a little longer to cook. If you get the smaller ones, that's perfect. What I do, I don't need as much as this stem. So I just take my knife, I go down the side.
You do your greens with a knife?
I sure do. Down the side.
And one thing my mother, S02E04 Chapter, used to say,
And I cut that. Go ahead.
you can break that out.
Okay, well.
And you don't cut greens. And the reason why, have you all ever noticed, ask anybody, have they ever noticed when you cut greens and you look at your water, how green the water be? Because a lot of your nutrients are coming out the greens. So I don't cut my greens. I take and you got another one.
You tear them.
Right, you tear them.
Okay, but anyway, I take these, I roll, and I cut.
You don't cut greens.
If I am putting these in a skillet to stir fry them, I cut them.
Well, family, you're going to see a lot of green in your water. All the nutrients, he don't have no nutrients. It's all gone.
If you boil them 3 hours, they still gonna lose your nutrients. So once I've cut them, I've got my green, there's my green, and then I'm gonna use the drippings from the fried turkey tails as an oil. I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper. And I'm gonna let that cook down. And then I'll stir. Now BJ Chester, go ahead.
Okay, then you need to move on back so you can't show you the real green. That's the invitation. Like he said, family.
What you think about the bacon?
Let me take the piece. Go ahead and get that piece, Jim. Move on back. Is this piece here cooked or that ain't cooked?
No, I guess.
Okay. Like Doc said, he did it the South African way. I'm going to give you a reading Mississippi way, though. The way that all of us was brought up.
Oh,
nobody
my
done
God.
no fried greens. So that's why he said, well, why you doing? I'm going to do it the real way. Anybody saying anything, Jim?
Nikki Chester said, I've heard about turkey tails. This is for sure my episode to take notes.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome. You can use them like in your green beans. Anybody that don't want to eat pork, I eat pork. blood pressure rising. I called one of the articles in the cookbook. But you can use these, but a lot of areas you can't find them.
Absolutely,
Right,
they're hard.
right, and you
Some
can-
of the stores actually in the South you can't find.
Right, and you can get smoked turkey tail for my dressing. I'm just gonna tell you this, because you need to buy the cookbook. Go to www.lcnews.com. You can get the regular turkey tails. And so I put that for the dressing, but for your vegetables and stuff, you want your smoke. Tam, anybody saying anything? I'm
I
trying
got
to.
something to say. Have you noticed whenever you get to talk about selling something, she gets
Veronica Evans says, "Hey y'all."
Hey, Ben, don't be being on Doc's side either. Now, I don't know why collard greens take so. Look at that, baby. I don't know why collard greens take so long to cook, but they take a lot long. Why do you think so? They take a lot longer than turnips.
They do.
And turnips
They're
are
much tougher. They're much tougher.
Yeah.
These are closer to cabbage than
The greens.
mustard greens. Those are very light. Mustard and turnips are very light weight kind of. These are really hardy.
So these are still cooking some, family. What I did, I thought I had my okra. Always you can put okra on top of them. And the Alcinius cha-cha, you can also cook it. And pickled tomatoes, you can also cook it inside your greens. But boil your meat first. Just like he fried his first.
I don't fry my meat.
You did too. You did fry it first.
No, I fried the turkey.
That's what I'm talking about, same thing. You boil the meat. You boil the meat first. What meat you talking about?
I wasn't talking about
Oh, this kids might be looking at this show.
They didn't know
Oh,
until you went the wrong
Lord
way.
Jesus.
Brenda Rhoda says, "Hi cutie."
Thank you, Brenda Rowan, my Mississippi girl. Tell Roy I said, hey, Brenda was on the Federal Express package. Or then y'all have to buy a 10. We have to tell them don't forget to vote for me starting what? March, what is that?
this what you get.
Okay. Well, anyway, family. That's the greens, what I'm doing right there. Like I say, you wash them. Some people even take baking soda. If they real gritty. And these ones real gritty. I got these at Kroger, so I didn't have to wash them. Sometimes you might wash them 7 or 8 times, but you take baking soda. When they real gritty, that's help to clean them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you can use that, but like I say, when I was growing up, I wouldn't even eat turnip and mustard. I didn't eat anything but the collards, and I always had to have yams
Me
with them.
too.
Yeah. But now I want to have the turnips. But
No,
turnips,
y'all. As a child, I didn't even know the difference in greens.
yeah.
Ooh,
And then
my-
mustard, I can't eat mustard by themselves, but I can eat mustard mixed with turnips.
I didn't eat either. My mother made. I remember one time my mother.
You need to step back here and get your mask on. Talk to the hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, go over there, 6 feet. My mother had cooked. Now, back then we didn't really have access to fresh
It's an
fish.
hour show, so you need to hurry up.
Okay, yeah. So, So
Okay.
she had cooked something greeny like
Mhm.
and put
What
it
was
on
it?
my plate. I think it may have
Maybe
been
spinach
mustard or
Oh,
spinach.
mustard. I can't do mustard
And
by
she
itself.
had them on the. It was on the plate, and I sat. I wouldn't eat them, and she sat. I had to stay at the table. I sat there. I cried. I was there about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Before you ate them.
No, I took them and I threw them behind the water heater. And then she whooped my butt.
Yeah, cause he was a little heathen. Dude, I thought you was gonna taste that. A little heathen. Did anybody say anything?
JHS says, "I'm about to eat me some fish. I need some greens right now."
Hey, how you gonna eat fish on a Sunday? Hey, Carl, you don't eat fish on a Sunday. Oh, I forgot to tell you all the kitchen was open and like saying through the hourglass for the days of our life. Doc didn't do that.
No.
That was a beautiful picture. Do it again.
Okay.
I ain't got a camera. I'm joking.
Anybody say anything on Instagram?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, okay, then y'all ain't got to act like that. Hey, me again. Oh, damn, anybody else out there?
Mary Logan Jones says, "I buy the smoked turkey by the case every year in October. They are hard to find. Also, Doc, I've eaten fried collard greens. They are okay, but I prefer them boiled."
Okay.
Thank you, Mary. I was wondering, did you
Appreciate
put
it.
other seasoning in there? Now, how long does it take when you fry them like that then? Cause these been on since like 9:30. They still
Right.
cooking. Or 10 o'clock, and they still. Did you taste them? Are they ready yet? Are they even halfway ready? Okay, that's family. That's my oven for my pork tenderloin. So we gonna move on, Doc. What else you got to cook, Doc?
No, I'm doing drink glass.
Okay, you doing the drink glass. Okay, let me turn this pork tenderloin back on while we waiting. You be getting the chicken ready to fry. We gonna do it the old-fashioned way today. I don't have no milk. We gonna fry some chicken too. And when I was a child, my mom never dredged chicken. Ooh, listen to me using that culinary word, dredged. What you mean, family, to put it in milk? Can you come over here and be putting some flour and stuff? We're gonna use the old-fashioned way, use the bag or whatever. Here's some flour, that's some season, so we can drop some chicken. So we doing like Doc said, we just doing a comfort food thing with what soul food was all about. And in the neighborhoods, you know, on Sunday, everybody had Sunday dinner. And I don't know about their mother and grandmother. Mom, by the time we came from church at like 1 o'clock, my mother didn't cook anything but the bread. She cooked everything. Mostly, Mom would get up early enough on Sunday morning, but she was doing dressing, yams, macaroni and cheese, greens, every single thing was cooked. And then all she would have to do was cook the bread. You know, they didn't come home from church like we do and cook a whole meal, but you was gonna have a whole meal in the African American house on a Sunday. So like I say, this is ending Black History Month, but never ending Black History. And we just want to let you know how much we love you and how I hope that, you know, gaining something from the show. And Doc and Tam and Jim now talked about my little German chocolate cake. That was something that was really used in the African American community. They told me it looked like, what you told me it looked like?
Hash brown.
Yeah, I think he said hash brown. Because Patricia Sanders had made it for me the other week and I had to put it in the freezer. So that's why the frosting don't look as fresh, but I'm quite sure they gonna eat it. So yeah, look at Jimmy saying yes. So we gonna have a lot of good food today. So we gonna move on and show you what I'm gonna do next. Anybody saying anything, Jim?
Go ahead.
Ruby Holly Ivy says, hi, y'all.
Hey, Ruby, thank you. Ruby, my homegirl Ruby ordered a egg custard pie. So Ruby, your pie will be mailed next week. And Linda from Meridian 2, I can't think of Linda's last name. She also ordered Soul to Soul. I think she ordered 2 cookbooks. So one of them will be mailed, the Soul to Soul will be mailed next week, and the Healing the Soul will be mailed in March because it's on back order. And don't be wasting that flour everywhere. Okay, you better not be wasting that flour everywhere.
Okay, so the reason Sundays was a big deal is because actually, just in reading, Sunday was a Sabbath day for the slave owners. And so that's the time that you had to be resting. So that was the only day that allowed you the opportunity to cook more extensively. The rest of the days were cooked so that you can get through and have something to get through. So that's the gathering time. And Africans are actually are more communal in their eatings anyway. So it's just a thought. Anyway, what we doing?
Okay, I'm trying to check on this. What is this? Pork tenderloin. Make sure it's not.
Okay, I'm not gonna even act like we had pork tenderloin.
No, we did not. I'm about to let it burn up too. Y'all ain't even checked it from. Oh Lord Jesus. My gravy was so pretty earlier. Move these black eyed peas, family. Okay, I'm getting ready to show you, family, something else we doing. Let me move this.
Hey, y'all remember on Steve Harvey, that was a Family Feud. That was a family on there. And they said, name things that follow the word fork. And the girl said, she said, lawn. And Steve Harvey said, what? Lawn. He said, say it again. Pork lawn. Are you saying lawn? She was saying, trying to say lawn, but she was saying lawn.
Family, I'm so sorry. While I was getting ready, they wasn't paying attention because earlier I had some juice on this and it was so pretty. My pork tenderloin have gotten dry now. I am so sorry. And like Doc said, no, I did not. I did not have that as a child growing up in the black community. But you'll put some water on it, okay. But yeah, I had a good gravy to it earlier.
Mary Logan Mary Logan Jones asked, what about the fried corn?
Oh yeah, Mama made, okay, I was trying to get you this, hold on baby, get it, cause yeah, Mom did Mary fresh corn off the cob, so we did some of that one Sunday on the show, remember? Mary, you probably saw that show, we did some. So Doc putting the chicken in now, he doing what Mom didn't do. Mom didn't dredge her chicken. Did anybody, Mom?
She do it.
She did just like you doing now. She didn't put no chicken in no milk batter.
Oh yeah,
The
me.
Yeah.
women at the church didn't do that either.
No, they ain't put that. That chicken was so golden and brown.
Sure was.
They
I
used
do
the
it.
Crisco lard.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That puts in there. Oh no, you mean Lord. Lord. Let me show y'all some Lord.
Lord.
Let me show y'all.
Veronica Evans asks, what seasoning did Doc use in his greens?
Doc, she said, what seasoning? Don't put no more in there. She said, what seasoning did you use in the greens then?
Salt, pepper, and I put and I'm going to use some red pepper towards the end. I'm also going to put some fresh onion in and some vinegar.
Well, I'd like to know why she didn't ask me what season I used in my greens.
Because she knows what you use.
No, she do not. B, you trying to act funny. This is what they fried, what Tan talking about, they fried
Oh,
the chicken
good,
with. But it was really, really good. 'Cause I had it right. But I did the pork tenderloin you all yesterday.
That's good, though.
If you look at the earlier video, I marinated last night. And what I do too, I didn't bring it home because I need to sell it because I don't have that much of it. I put my apple butter on it. It is awesome on there.
I'm glad you specified. 'Cause I thought you were talking about you need to sell the pork loin to you showing on TV right now. So, come on, man.
I'm talking about my apple butter. I got some orders. And thank you. I was on Dinah Drive-In and Dive Friday. And I was on there last Saturday. And I got some orders yesterday. Friday. Yeah, Friday. Yeah, thank you, family. And this new people, thank you. So what we're doing, Doc suggested that we do, like a sweet potato loaf today instead of the yams. Mom used to make these. And I boiled I'm how in the cook, but we didn't say boiled potatoes. Somehow in the cook, but we miss saying boiled potatoes. So you boil your potatoes. Now Mom even have in there, I'm trying to find the big spoon. She even
It's on the
have,
counter.
huh?
It's on the counter.
What about on the counter? Oh, right here. Mom even have in the book, we even have where you can use molasses in it. We have where you can use grated orange peels. You use she have like a little flour, the sugar, the eggs, the vanilla flavor, the nutmeg, see the book family, cinnamon, and evaporated milk. And she said when they did the orange peels, what they would do, they would put them in the oven and parch them. Parch them, like burn, like bake them.
Poach?
Not no poach, parch.
Parch.
Like, parch them.
They're not completely burned. It's just like to get a little
crispy and hard.
Yeah.
And then they would take and grate them. And then they would put that in their sweet potato pudding. But today we just gonna do it like the old-fashioned, another quick old-fashioned way. I already have my pure, as I always say, pure butter, but my butter. These are my potatoes that I bought earlier. So like I said, the recipe is in the Healing the Soul. I don't know if it's in the Soul to Soul. But we decided to do something different. So I think I read somewhere it's over 400 different varieties of yams. And I even made a sweet potato pie one time. It was a white yam. And this girl called me and said, Miss BJ, her name was, what was her name? Sandra. She said, you sold me a white, my pie is not sweet potato, it's white. I said, no, it's a sweet potato pie. Because you can get like those, I think I can put some on Facebook one time, them white potatoes, but they're yams. And when she called me back and said that pie was so good. So then you're gonna take them. How many people do these? And a lot of people especially like to have it during the holidays. And they'll put, like I have some marshmallows down there on it. They might put pecans on with brown sugar. But I don't like the marshmallows on it. That's too sweet to me. So you take and you mash them. Then you take, I got 3 eggs here. Anybody saying anything, Jim?
Tawana Young Morris says, hello everyone.
Hey, TT.
Connie Taylor says, hey BJ, Young.
Hello, home girl. What's up, CT? Okay, I put me 3 eggs in there. Oh, did you cut the oven back on? Turn it on 350 because it needs to cook for about. But I said put it on 350. I ain't that shit was on 400. Put it on 350.
I heard you say cut it back.
Okay, but whatever. For 30 minutes. Thank you. Okay, y'all. Then we'll put some sugar in. Sweet like your southern girl. Back to you. Nutmeg and cinnamon. Vanilla. Okay, and then you're going to use condensed milk. And that's it. And once we do that, you can taste it, and then we're going to put it in the oven, and we're going to bake it 35 to 40 minutes. So we'll show you these plates once we finish. So, and I also did some black-eyed peas. And I don't know if a lot of you know, but I'd like for people come to the restaurant now, Doc's gonna tell you about some tomatoes, but I ain't have no heirloom tomatoes growing up. We just had the regular tomatoes. But if you have never, well, whatever, regular tomato, whatever it is, what it's called, red tomato, I don't know. But we, with the black-eyed peas today, I want the crew to taste it with the tomatoes. The acid with the peas, where you have lima beans, black-eyed peas, is awesome. I think some people even eat tomatoes with green. How do you tell about the heirloom if I'm putting this in? I don't know about the heirloom. Okay, I'm putting my condensed milk in, family. Jim, have you ever had the potato pudding? Sweet potato. I'm pretty sure you have though. I know Tan have.
Like the casserole, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
The casserole.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I guess that's what a lot of people call it. Yeah, you're right, guys. Okay, D, you up next.
Well, I'm just gonna update you on these greens. You see how they're starting to cook down.
But how they taste? I bet they don't taste better than mine.
Maybe not, but you know what? If you're
No, they ain't ready.
you're a super.
And Veronica, he needs some more seasoning, but why you asking him what seasoning did he put in it?
Nah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Jimmy and Tangia will let us know. Okay, so the only other thing, guys, while this is cooking down, I'm gonna add some red and white onions. And one last little thingy doobie.
Y'all give me putting this in the casserole dish. You get it, Jim? Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody saying nothing on Instagram.
Instagram is dry.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Nola Arnold says, love the look, Foxy.
Thank you, girl. Her name, say it again, Nola.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Nola Arnold. I appreciate you always looking at the show, too, baby. Go ahead, you ain't doing nothing. Go ahead, Tim. Huh? That was just my drinking water, yeah, baby. Okay, you all, I'm getting ready to put it in the stove. What else we have? I did have the chicken cooking. And can y'all see the chicken frying? Mm-hmm. And you know, most of your homes back then, I don't think not one person did not have a cast iron skillet. I think everybody had a cast iron skillet. Did you hear me give you an order to open that? Mm-hmm.
Open which?
The stove. Ooh. Make yourself useful. Bam, bam, bam. You don't know nothing about this? Because in Providence, Rhode Island, y'all didn't have this. But Providence, Jackson, Mississippi, you did. You know what I'm saying? Okay, family, I'm getting ready to put it. Can you pull that down some more? Okay. Okay, we're going to bake this for 350 for 30 to 40 minutes. So the doc is up now to tell you something about these tomatoes that we're going to end up putting on our black-eyed peas. You want to tell about something else? Huh?
Mary Logan Jones says, Doc, they look good. Tell BJ to try them.
I'm going to try them. They seem like, Mary, they need to cook a little longer, but they do. They taste pretty good, though. I don't think I ever had them. Have y'all had them?
I haven't.
Right, agree?
You haven't had me either, Jim?
No.
Okay, bye.
Right, we might as well go on in so we can tolerate this day. So, let's do something else that keeps it moving. So I was like, what can we do that connects our culture, right? Mm-hmm. And can make people a little bit boozy. Yeah. So, watermelon cocktail.
Oh.
What about that? So this is what I did. I started.
That Negro, no, ain't no black people had no watermelon cocktail.
This is, maybe not, but you know, you got to find a way. What fruit? I could have used something from Japan, but instead we using something that we know.
Black people fruit.
I got some ice up there in the freezer. Did you
I have some in here.
Okay.
So this is fresh squeezed watermelon juice. Yeah, it is.
You ain't squeezed that fresh.
Where you gonna buy it in the store?
There's one juice you can't buy.
Where you gonna buy it in the store? 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 Maybe can't taste that.
I'm afraid.
Mrs. Dorena, Donna.
So we are going to do a watermelon cocktail.
That's watermelon juice.
Absolutely.
Seeds and all.
Huh?
Seeds and all.
And the seeds are edible.
What you looking for, babe?
Just a little.
What you need? What you
I
need?
think the last time I was here, I left my little.
No, you didn't. You took it home with you.
Okay.
Huh?
What about?
I don't know.
What about a cup, measuring cup? Yeah. So anyway, this cocktail, guys, we're gonna use watermelon, fresh watermelon juice. Also going to use rum, which of course is made from sugar cane, which of course was harvested by slaves on what plantation? Okay, so that's what we're doing that. And then we're also going to use lime. And
Jerome is dying out there because you know she loves her little cocktail.
then it depends on what you want to do to finish it off. You can either use a sparkling water, Sprite, or ginger ale. Either of those. All right, so let's get it done.
Okay.
So you're using, actually, this is very easy. This is nothing magical. This is just, it's not very easy. Excuse me. Hang on a minute.
Didi Tumba says, I love watermelon.
Hi, G. And I'm get your stuff ready too, Didi. Thank you for your order.
So
Question.
yeah.
So when you, because this is a drink you're creating, so what are your thoughts behind the different liquors and the different juices or additives that you have? What's your thought pattern behind putting them together?
Well, once again, I did these because of the history.
Yeah, I know the watermelon, but
Yeah.
like
This is this is to give a little buzz, a little sparkle to it.
okay.
So that's why you use a Sprite or sparkling water, something that's going to, cocktails are actually a spirit, something sweet, a bitter, and then some water.
Okay.
That's what really makes a cocktail. So in this case, our bitters are going to be lime. All right, so that's a good question. So we're going to actually do two. For the juice, it's going to be twice as much juice as we're using alcohol. All right. So if you're making it for yourself, just remember that ratio. We'll do like, this is really,
Want me to stir your green?
yes please,
Mine's just prettier than yours.
I'm sure.
But I'm gonna peel a piece of your ham out. Your meat don't put over mine.
All right, we got our juice. I have ice in here, and then, so 2-to-1. So I just did 3 cups. So we'll use I won't make them too stout because everybody gets a little bit.
You never gonna take a dab for me to say, woo! Ain't that right, Jerome? I mean, a Jerome birthday card almost a month ago. We still have not received it by the post office.
Why does it pertain to the show?
Fresh
So I got to mention that.
I said, why does it pertain to the show?
Oh, I don't know.
lime. You can use lime juice if you want. I just think the fresh squeeze does something different. And I am not a mixologist. I just like doing this when I do it. Friends. And I'm not a big drinker either. I'm not. I just like doing it.
You always like giving. That's why y'all such good friends.
Mary Little Williams says, watching, looks good, yummy.
Ask Libby, did she want to play? I asked her earlier, did she want to play?
Yes,
And
glasses.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Have some more, baby.
we'll use the. Oh, did you see your glasses?
Oh, you bought me these? Okay, let's see. OMG!
Oh, those cute
Look at
things.
that! Did I show that?
No, we was waiting on you to see it.
It's a Southern girl. Oh, it go with my cup tan. I considered the tan first because I had never used the cup. Southern girl! Hi! You gonna turn me into an alky? Okay.
Veronica Evans says, BJ, I have my Mater's cast iron skillet.
Did she say tomatoes?
M-A-D-E-R. Mater?
Maters.
Mater.
The green and
Tomatoes.
Now she said
What?
cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
That's the brand name.
Oh,
Is-
Mater's cast iron.
Oh,
I thought she
okay.
was
I
talking-
didn't. You
I
know,
thought she was talking about tomatoes.
Oh.
tell me. Tell her I ain't never know. I've never known a name brand for any cast iron I have. I don't know name brand for any of them. This one here, my auntie O gave me this when I married to that Donville Tamayo. Back about.
How many just
Okay.
stopped doing
Well,
that?
he's the only person I was married to.
Well, don't call names.
Okay, that other man I wasn't married to, Will Tamayo, my auntie gave us this cast iron skillet, so it's about, what, 40 years old? Really, because Gogo would be 47 this year. I'm serious, that cast iron skillet is about 40-something years old right there. She gave it to us one Christmas.
You not gonna shake it?
I did.
Oh.
Oh, you don't put salt around the glass on that
No,
if
I'm
you
not
had?
gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna add your ginger ale or whichever one that you wanna try.
Libba said yes if you are delivering.
Yes.
So now I ain't doing no
Okay,
delivery.
you want
So
ginger
I'll have it
ale?
though.
You want ginger ale? Decide what you like.
I want ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
What's the best to have?
You might like Sprite.
I
But you
love
like
ginger ale. Yeah, I
Okay,
love
we'll do
ginger ale. Give me the one for less. Tanya used it on she wouldn't try the chocolate martini. Oh, Sean, them glasses are too cute.
If our phones are free, we
What
could
you
do like
wanna
one
try?
of them, the little
What the toast?
Yeah.
What's that, Sean?
The little
Yeah,
clink.
camera light.
Yeah, ginger ale's cool.
The chicken is frying, you all. I don't know if frying's taking so long. Doc got everything in his mom in the skillet. Jimmy, tell me, you gonna come on, y'all show the difference in the colors in the green.
I'm gonna try the coconut water.
I bet they add a different flavor.
I know, right?
Okay, now which one mine? This here? This mine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
I know, right? Light and airy.
I was worried about the watermelon.
Yes.
I can't even take no alcohol. Woo!
That's
Draw.
a good thing
Woo!
Oh.
Jim, can you taste the alcohol?
No.
You can't taste the alcohol. It's like with that chocolate martini. You remember we couldn't taste the alcohol.
It's real smooth. Oh.
D, hold up your greens and I'm gonna hold up mine to show the difference in the color. Anybody saying anything, Jim and Tan? Okay, now see, this is the color of mine. This is mine like Mary was talking about in the pot.
Leah Chester says, I wish we were closer. I need that meal.
It's gonna be a great meal. See, Jim, is this one showing like how it look? D, bring yours up so I can show you different in the color. But these been cooking a lot longer too, so that's probably why the color is so different. See, and the only thing missing is my okra. I don't eat okra, but I cook with it. I don't eat it, but I cook with it. Come on here, they ain't got all day.
Myra Shorter said, you didn't ask me if I wanted a plate.
Mary, you welcome to a plate too if you come get it. Tawana, you welcome to a plate too if you come get it.
How about that?
But I bet your mine just as pretty. See the color? But then mine, like I said, been cooking a lot longer.
Box is lighter.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And we have the chicken over here still. I'm just so hurt. Huh?
You right.
Look at it. Oh, she want another little bit.
I'm gonna try
Bottom
the coconut water with this.
Okay.
What else we got? Cause we have the black eyed peas. We gonna do with the tomatoes. Did you explain about the tomatoes? You was gonna say something about the tomatoes.
No, I just like.
Yeah, they are right there, baby.
I just like. There's so many different variety of tomatoes, and these heirloom tomatoes just have interesting flavors. They're really nice. That's all I'm saying about it.
Jerome and Diane, by the time you all come, we gonna have so many different drinks to try with all this different alcohol Doc got here. Okay, that's the
I
coconut.
think he made that one a little stronger.
A smidge.
Jay Chess said, those woo are flashing back.
Yeah, that's what your cousin do, cuz. I just love my little glasses. What Myra say funny?
Myra Shorter said, don't do it, BJ.
I know, I know.
Coconut after you drink it, then you taste the coconut.
Which one you like the best, the coconut or the?
I like the coconut.
Oh,
He gave me a little bit more
Put
rum.
me
That's sometimes go a little
I have
slow.
a coconut in mine. So family today, what we end up having is, we had two types of greens. We had the fried green and the poor boil greens. We have, can you all see the chicken?
Mm-hmm.
We have the chicken frying, and I am just so hurt that they let my pork tenderloin cook too long.
We better go buy
Let's see over there. Let's see.
Nobody?
What's his name?
They not on there. They gone.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Jimmy.
Okay, then we have the sweet
It's
potato. Excuse
It's
me.
real good.
We have the, what you all the most
I've never
people
had
call
drinks
it.
this
D,
good.
be careful when you come back. D, be careful, babe. Then we have the, like they say, most people just call it sweet potato casserole.
You say what?
So I need to get into mixology.
So we still have this. So we have the sweet potato casserole today. We have 2 types of greens: the stir fry greens, the parboiled greens, the overcooked pork tenderloin.
Stop. It's
But I-
good though.
Thank you, but
We're
it's
gonna
still got a
chop it,
little
mix
dry.
it. We're gonna drop it, mix it in some barbecue sauce.
No, you ain't put my stuff in the barbecue sauce.
I was
And-
thinking add some pineapple juice to it.
Right.
I got some pineapples. I got some pineapples up there.
That'll do it.
Then we have the fried chicken, and then we have the black eyed peas right here. So what we'll do, family, is we do a plate, and then we'll show you the place once everything get done. And we have for dessert. I mean, I think in every house, I don't know, an African American house, you're gonna have a German chocolate cake sometime during the year, whether it was Christmas, or Thanksgiving, or both. But it was not gonna be where you didn't have a German chocolate cake, coconut cake, sweet potato pie, pecan pie. You was gonna have that sometime during the year. And again, so much is going on. We just wanted to do something for Black History Month. This is our first year. In fact, we coming up, for Black History. We coming up on our year anniversary. I think the first show was done with Dee Dee, Frankie, Joy, and the young lady, doctor out of Chicago, Anita. So they did the first show, and I think that was in April when we did with them. So we just don't want you to forget, like I say, Black History Month is over, but Black History is never over. And we hope that you did learn something. The father of Black History, Carter G. Woodson. Oh, you know what I want to do too? Get the Crystal Staircase. Crystal Stairs by Langston Hughes. You know, this is a poem that I told somebody, I was telling everybody that this described my life for me. By Langston Hughes. Some places called the Crystal Stairs. Some other places it's called A Mother's Letter to Her Son. But I just think it's such an awesome poem, and we need to just love each other, even become more abundant. First of all, keep God first, and then cause look like people trying to bring even more racism into the world. And I told somebody they look like every time I take one step, somebody trying to pull me back too. But they better ask me about my Jesus, cause it's not gonna happen. And then read that if you don't mind for me. Come right here. Why you put your jacket on? When you getting ready to go?
QP News.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
The only people that understood that, were people who were on time.
Okay.
So,
Whatever that
well,
is.
son, I tell you,
You need it loud enough so they can hear. Tell
life
me what
for me
about
ain't
again.
been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up and places with no carpet on the floor. Bare. But all the time I've been climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the stairs cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now. For I's still going, honey. I's still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair.
And I think that's for all of us, no matter what color you are. That you go through hard times in life, but with God, everything is possible. We want to wish you a happy Sunday. We thank you for letting Southern Girl and the Doc come on and take another part of your Sunday. Like I say, I'm getting ready to do a contest. We'll do a video on it later. I think it starts like March 10th. So I'm going to need your support. It's for a A.F.W.S.G grant. But you win according to the votes. Anybody say anything, Jim, before we sign off?
Mary Liberal Williams says, the Afro wig is the best one you have worn. You look good with that.
Tell them whatever. That's a personal opinion. That's a personal. Some people told me they like the purple. Some say they like the yellow. Some say they like the mother. I'm not stop wearing my different color wigs, Mary E. You'll be okay. What else, Jim?
Nellie King said amen.
Hey, homegirl Nelly from Amelia, Mississippi.
No, this is
Nikki Chester said, we got you, cuz. Jay Chess says, love you, cuz.
Love y'all, cousin the Chesters.
Hey, won't you guys invite your friends to join in on your Sundays when you sing this? Tell somebody else about it. That's how she'll build her following, and then you'll be able to share what you're experiencing with the rest of your world.
And if you want to cook with us this year, don't forget, order the Soul to Soul cookbook or the Healing the Soul cookbook, and you can cook with us safely from your home. www.lseniors.com, and please don't forget to go to YouTube. Y'all just want to subscribe and click the button. And Tundra Brown, Jimmy, anything y'all want to say?
Southern Girl Crew.
Yeah, Southern Girl.
Oh shoot, Jim, show a tan shirt. Turn back around to you. So from Alcinia's family, the Doc, Spirit Brown, and Bobby Brown, baby girl, Tundra Brown.
Bobby Brown.
That's her daddy, invitation. He said he's the real one though. And
Hold on, invitation. He was going first. You gonna put some respect on Bobby Brown.
I saw it, BB. Jimmy, Karen, and Jimmy Sanders, elder son. Do you pronounce your mama name? And dad.
Llewellyn Williams.
What's your dad's name?
Luella and Williams.
But it sounds like you say Llewellyn Williams. And this is HS and Alcinia's baby girl.
Bye.
Betty Joyce. Doing it again, family. And go. Mama. Alcinia's. Ooh, I told y'all I'm drunk. No, I'm not. Grand. So, as we say, we love the family. Have a blessed day. Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Life. Happy Caucasian life, Japanese, whatever it is. Happy everybody's life. Because we are going to make it, and she telling me, right, wild down, baby. Wild down. I'm winding down, boo. Oh, Jariah, thank you for the crock pot that I start off cooking it. Tortilla on in, baby girl. That's Jimmy's sister, Jariah Sally.